Hey, it's Eric with PDRC, and I know it's really weird to open up an Axial Fest video with a TRX4, but there is a method to my madness. I'm not just trying to show off my new toy, although I am really happy I got it. I made an awesome trade with my buddy and kind of worked out. But the reason why I'm picking on this car is it's got the lights in it. It's got, the rock crawling lights, it's got the headlights and the marker lights, etc. And a lot of people put these lights in their vehicle because it looks really awesome. And it does, it looks cool, it adds that scale realism, and I really dig on it. But I use the lights to get around my autism. It's the way that I can focus in on the light itself instead of what's going on in the environment. And it helps me drive a car a lot better. And if you've seen me drive a vehicle without lights and you're like, what the hell's going on? It's usually a night and day difference when you see me operating a vehicle with and without lights. And that's usually the reason why, other than the fact that sometimes I can be a really, really crappy driver. But that being said, the other thing that I'm going to be doing with lights is putting them in my cars so that I can help drive them. Now, this is my Capra. This is actually, you're looking at me chipping away all day yesterday just to get to this point. So I've added in some lights to the cab. I've added in some underglow lights. I've added lights into the radio box, etc. So inside the cab, it's gonna have Weird Al being lit up in here, and that's gonna be kind of awesome. And then I've added in some headlights. I thought it'd be really cool to kind of give that evil glow to the Axial logo, and I might just paint it on there just to really have it stand out and make it look awesome. And then this one, of course, is going with the red, white, and black look. So I'm not adding in any black lights to it because it's more purple. It's a UV. But the lights on this thing I think are going to be pretty awesome in the vehicle. Right now, I'm at a kind of a process paralysis point. Do I add in lights here to the axle? And I have the ability to do it, and the holes are big enough that I could add in the lights. But the question is, do I want to do it? So that's kind of where I'm at on the thought with it. It's the ability is yes, but I don't know if it's kind of if I will get distracted by it or not. So I'm still trying to figure that out. And while I go through the rest of the brass, etc., I'll have to kind of go through and see what I can do with it. Also, I'd like to note that I took this from a brushless setup. I had that castle system in here. I took it out. I felt like it was a little too much. I was getting too aggressive on the throttle. So I took the castle system out. This is actually the Firma 40 that came out of the UMG 6. So when I changed that design over to an actual Hobby Wing all-in-one, I decided to put the Firma 40 into here instead, and I got that matched up to a Holmes 45 turn. So I'm going to see if I can operate the vehicle a little bit better. I'm still trying to wrap my head around four-wheel steer. I did really, really awful with it when I was trying to work with it before, just because my brain doesn't think in that way yet. I haven't operated a four-wheel steer enough to accurately do it, but it's coming, and it's going to be practice, and it's going to be fun. I know I'm going to do a lot of conventional crawling, but I really want to give four-wheel steer a try. I'm still debating on tires. Now for the tires, I went with these Mudslingers. They're nice and soft, they're supple, they're aggressive. I got them up here on these 2.5. So these are the RC four-wheel drive Mudslinger XLs. But I really like these Traxxas tires. And I know a lot of people moan about that because the tire's so stiff when you get them. They don't really perform the way that you want. But when you destroy the foam, they get really, really soft, and it has a great transition between, rocks and natural material. And I don't know if it's the tread, if it's the compound. I think they use an S1 compound, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but they do a really great job, and I put it on a lot of my cars. And I found out the other day that I can get them in 2.2s. So I'm actually really debating if I want to get a set of these in 2.2, give it a try, and see what happens. So that's one of the things that's going through the back of my head. Although I really like this aggressive styling on the Mudslingers. and they do seem to grip on the rocks and wood rather well. So I might have one set of these for you know, for doing the mud, etc., and then invest in another set for trying out on the rocks. Don't know yet, still thinking about it now, but I want to get these lights done. I want to wrap up the brass. I need to figure out what I want to do with the body panels for the paint job, and then just basically get this one buttoned up and out the door. So it's my intent that this week is it for this car. I want it completely done and over with and ready for Axial Fest so I can move on to the next vehicle. I still have a lot of work to do. I still have a lot of things that I need to do over here on the 10 by. I still got to get the wires done. So lots of stuff to do for Axial Fest. More to come and updates to follow. Thanks for watching.